me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on E!
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, 43. Hey, watch the slant. On your team.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Dolphins here. And last year at this time, if you remember, we had quarterback battles all over the NFL, really. Cleveland, Buffalo, Arizona, and in New York with the Jets. So this year, there's really only a couple. One in Washington, one with these Dolphins. Remember, Ryan Tannehill is in Tennessee, so it's a camp battle between the second-year man and Josh Rosen, or the 36, about to be 37-year-old, and Ryan Fitzpatrick. Charles, who do you think ultimately wins this job?
Partner, I'm not Brian Flores, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins. But if I were to play him, all right, whether on TV, radio, or whatever, I'm
looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. He was looking that time for Stills. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
For Zeke, one of first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Deuce. Regular.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Austin. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And before the Cowboys get going here on this drive, the big news for them all summer, if you're a fantasy player, I'm sure you've been paying attention to it as well. Ezekiel Elliott not reporting to the team. He's been down in Cabo working out. And Jerry Jones, don't laugh.
I'm laughing, right?
Why, because you don't work out in Cabo?
He's in Cabo working out.
I know. But
that sentence has never been used before.
Well, how about this Jerry Jones quote? You don't need a rushing champion to win a Super Bowl.
And Zeke's camp is saying, okay,
and got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaking up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Go! Check, 43. Watch the screen.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Throwing. Prescott buying time to his left. Looking deep for Elliott. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Shift. 35.
Looking to throw on second down. Fitzpatrick. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
54 Mike. Come on. Let's see what you got.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Fitzpatrick. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Let's go!
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a draw play with Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print, I'm going to read it. And Drake is in for a Miami touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Check right, check right.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way down to the 42. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, let's have some fun while we have a minute here. Fantasy drafts are in full swing. I know I've got my family fantasy draft coming up, Charles. Who would be your top 3 picks? I know that you're a noted fantasy football expert, so who would you take?
Well, you've got to start with guys who are going to touch the football and put it in the end zone, right? You got to score points. How about Saquon Barkley with the Giants? You know he's going to run it. He's going to catch it. When they get desperate, they may actually have him return it as well. Alvin Kamara is an absolute matchup nightmare for everyone. And Christian McCaffrey, did he ever come off the field last year? And, you know, this guy, he's a threat to be a 1,000-yard runner and a 1,000-yard receiver, as is Kamara. So this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards is the distance on the punt there, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field, and we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Cooper again the target, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Prescott from the gun on third. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Check. Check 48 the mark. Here it comes.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Sanders' kick is good. So we've hit, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities a season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Short throw taken in by the tight end O'Leary. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. Fitzpatrick from the gun on third down. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. On first down, Drake. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. He'll take a shot for the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. Trying to get it that time to Stills. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Elliott running right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here we go, defense.
On second down, it's Pollard. And an alley to run. The 20. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Now Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Wilson now in his second season in Miami. First 4 years were in Kansas City. He's always been a solid complementary receiver, but Miami really hoping he can take the next step in his development, be more of a go-to guy now at 27 years of age. They'll run on first down. It's Drake, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
There you go. Get down.
Right back to Drake. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On first down, Drake. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd down and 12.
switch it. Come here, switch it.
Fitzpatrick to throw. And Wilson has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Check. Watch 54. I got you, boy. Check safety. Sponge. No.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Fitzpatrick here to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring.
Time to bring the bass bird. Sir, I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Hey, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. This one taken from the 7. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
You ready?
Like 80.
Check 53. Hey, watch the slant.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 26. Check 26. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
53! 55! Switch up, switch up! Shift! Watch the shift! Regular!
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. The throw complete to Dorsett, and he's taken down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Right, 80. 6-6. Bullet hot. Where's 50? Hey, 66.
From the 27, Brady. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is James White. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. 2nd and 5 now. Brady looks for White, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it through an opening, and there he goes. 20.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Connor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. From 10 yards out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell for the extra point. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick, it's taken at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Patriots ready to go on their next drive, and it'll be another interesting season for the Super Bowl champs. You look at the pass catching for this offense, Charles. It's a unit somewhat in flux, but there are signs of optimism coming out of Patriots camp.
Yeah, just think about it. You mentioned in flux, right? Okay, that means no Gronk. But they did spend a number 1 pick on wide receiver N'Keal Harry out of Arizona State. They love his range and his catch radius. But how about this guy's been turning some heads in camp? A rookie out of NC State, undrafted even though he was high on a lot of people's lists, Jacoby Myers, another big body, strong receiver who's been making plays for Tom Brady.
Yeah, he announced his presence in a big way preseason game number 1 with 2 touchdown catches.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Hey, check it. Check it, reload.
Brady now on first down. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brady, 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, 66. 55.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist.
To throw again, Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was the Super Bowl MVP last season. They'll run on first down. Michel, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Slant route, caught by Edelman. There he goes, Julian Edelman. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. And they will run it with Michel. And Michel will find his way in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. A 1-yard run on first down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on second down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the second down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, a run with Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Able to hit his tight end, Grimble. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop. Again, it's Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. There's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Roethlisberger looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I'm coming after you. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie the score at 15-all. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the 27, Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsey. He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead. And
now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. A short one into the hands of Grimble, the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He may try. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. as big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run with White, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Brady. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
Hey, go 66.
Whip.
Buzz.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the pass. 26 Mike.
Hey, go 66. 72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Brady gives to Michelle. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Wait, set. 380. Alert. I'm 380. Hit. Regular.
Now Brady. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 60-yard attempt.
It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown! And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. Oh, and this is going to...